Behind the historic centre of Jesolo, a village in the hinterland, there is an area that is rich in history, where time has left important signs of the past and of the origins of this territory and its inhabitants. It is the archaeological site of the ancient walls. 2,000 years ago, the sea, the coastline was here, and here, behind the dunes. On the edge of the lagoon, there was a small island, where the traces of a first settlement of the late Roman age have been found, gathered around a Roman mansion and possibly a first hall of worship. After the man-made works, the first island was extended and developed with reclamation and a dense network of canals. A second, larger new church, a basilica, was built on the first hall of worship. Not far away, there is also another ecclesiastical complex, San Maro, which also became a monastery later. Later still, a third church was erected on the site of the basilica, a much bigger cathedral with a mighty bell tower. After the decline of the Roman Empire, the ancient Jesolo was part of a set of waterways and land routes, an endo-laguna system which guaranteed internal connections from Ravenna to Aquileia. The excavation campaigns of 2013 and 2016 brought to light an articulated settlement made up of a series of warehouses and workshops for the iron and bone processing, and the important discovery of a large building believed to be a mansion, a place of rest and exchange for officials, the military and postal service, and maybe also for the merchants who travelled in the upper Adriatic area. In short, a guest house or a hotel in today's terms. The many finds recovered tell how from the 4th to the 6th century, the late Roman settlement, located between the sea and the mainland, was linked to resources and raw materials available in the lagoon, like fish and salt. And with a central role in trade, both long range in the Mediterranean, with imports from the Near East, and short medium range, with products distributed both locally and regionally. This can be seen from the large quantity of amphorae and numismatic finds, and also some luxury items found in the excavations. At the time of the mansion, there stood a hall of worship here, a modest-sized church at the beginning. Later, it would become a second larger church, a basilica with 3 naves and all mosaic floors, of which important fragments have been recovered, preserved and exhibited in Jesolo today. Also in this area, but slightly further north, an extensive early medieval cemetery dating back to the same period as the second church was discovered. In this area, 63 burials were found, including those of many children, all recovered and studied. And finally, the third church, the large Romanesque building of the cathedral, dedicated to Santa Maria Assunta, the imposing ruins of which are still visible today, one of the largest cathedrals built in the Middle Ages in the Venetian regions, second only to San Marco. The site of San Maro Church in Jesolo is located about 300 metres north of the cathedral ruins. the remains of the ancient structures already appeared in some maps of 1500. And in 1954, a small medieval church was discovered here. But the latest digs in 2018 and 2019 brought to light new interesting areas inside and outside the building. The foundations of an earlier church, even older and smaller, the bell tower, a Venetian well, a docking pier, the monarch's eel, the remains of a boat carved from a single trunk, a series of burials. All important discoveries to reconstruct the history of the area and its inhabitants at the time. All information that will contribute to the culture, the knowledge and the shared identity of the citizens of Jesolo today and tomorrow.